Wait for a special guest. Our guest is a filmmaker who has been on the streets of Europe talking in Muslim communities in the middle of all the Paris attack and what unfolded thereafter. Ami Horowitz is with us. He's been on the program before and he's back because I think you've got important information. What's the attitude of these Muslim communities in France and Belgium towards, may I say, the outside world? What's the attitude?
So like you said, I spent a lot of time walking through the streets of France and Belgium, and what I found was something very interesting. First of all, there's a very specific split, demographic split, among the Islamic communities in these two countries. What I mean by that is this, is that the older first generation, essentially the immigrants who came across to France and Belgium, right, what they're looking for is a better life for themselves, their kids, their families. They want a job, they want education for their children, whatever a normal immigrant wants when they come to a successful country. But the problem is that when you see what's going on with the kids, the second generation, even the third generation, you see a very different attitude, specifically people under 30 years old. What I found was that you have a very scary adherence to a certain radicalism in Islam. And that when I was asking about terror attacks and what their attitudes were toward the terror attacks, they went from indifference at best to, in most cases, support.
They supported, yes, their people, so to speak, killing Frenchmen by the hundred in Paris. They supported this?
Particularly when it came to, if they thought somebody was blaspheming the religion or Muhammad, they were absolutely... Now keep in mind, this is anecdotal, right? Having said that, the Pew Research did a very fascinating...
But you were there.
I was there.
And they said this to you?
On camera.
Directly to you?
On camera.
Were they speaking French? Or were they speaking Arabic?
Mostly French.
And you speak French?
I do not speak French. And on principle, I don't speak French. I had a translator.
But they would say this to you on camera. Yes. We support the bombers who messed up Paris.
Yes.
What are you going to do with this material?
I mean, we created a video for Fox News on this, and we released it at the time, and it was shocking.
Now, I interrupted you. You were about to tell me about was it a Pew poll on attitudes, is it? Tell me.
It was a Pew poll done on attitudes among the Islamic community across the world, the United States and Europe, and the Arab world itself, and the Islamic world itself. And what I found was that there is a scare. Now, it wasn't a majority, but when you look at, again, the demographic split, the younger you get, the more radical and the more support for terrorism there is. And that is also in the United States. Now, in the U.S., that number is far lower statistically than the rest of the Arab world, or the Islamic world, but it was significantly large here, again, among people under 30 years old.
May I ask a personal question? Are you Jewish?
I am.
Did they know you were Jewish when you were conducting these interviews with young, I'm going to say, jihadis?
I try to keep my yarmulke under my hat.
But seriously, did they know?
No, they didn't know. They didn't know.
What do you think would have happened had you revealed your religious identity?
It depends where I was, in what areas. I think in some of the slums of Marseille, I think it would have been a real problem for me. In the nicer areas, probably would not have been a problem. But in the slums of Marseille, I think it would have been very dangerous.
Was that where the attitude was worst? The anti-Judeo-Christians was worst in Marseille, or where?
No, I would say, forget the anti-Judeo thing for a second, but going back to I think it's an important point. Right. When it comes to their attitudes on terrorism and radical Islam, there is no connection between class. And that's a mistake people make. In fact, most terrorists are upper to middle class, not necessarily lower class. And I think the attitude that most of these terrorists and most of these radicalism comes from the poor is a fallacy. It's important to point out.
Yes, we keep hearing that these kids have got no jobs, so they turn to violence.
It's a lie. Yeah. It's an absolute and total lie.
Yeah.
Not true.
Fascinating. Ami Horowitz, we thank you very much indeed for coming on the show again. You can come back anytime you like.
My pleasure.
Thank you, sir.